Now, we know more than anyone the joys and challenges of working together.
Yes.
But while we are obviously consummate professionals who don't disagree, we don't fall out, we never let that show
That's the point with you. You're
TV.
not professional. You bring...
Me?
Yeah, no, but that's... You bring domesticity. You somehow apply domestic rules to our professional life. And that's where you go wrong. If you just want my
I don't want your opinion, actually.
OK.
Really, to be honest.
OK, our next two guests have made a podcast out of such
Maybe
disagreements.
that's what we should have done.
Yeah, and they've got a book out as well. Chris Ramsey, who I knew for many years and worked alongside him in many, many things, Chris. And then I met Rosie last summer. And then I thought, at least you have your health, Chris. That's good. But anyway, and I didn't mean that, Rosie. I didn't mean that. That's a wee bit of banter there.
I'd say he's punching, Rosie, to be honest.
Rosie, congratulations. There's a baby due as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
20 weeks I was. 3 days ago we went for the scan. So 20 weeks, so halfway there.
Oh, how are you feeling?
Good, I feel really good. I miss wine, not going to lie. But I'm just, other than that, I've had no sickness, touch wood, just a little bit tired.
Yeah.
She never mentions it, though. Never mentions
And we're just showing a picture of lovely Robin, your son Robin now, who's 4. How's he feeling about the new baby brother or sister?
He's really excited. He's such a lonely little child, and I feel like we've waited a long time to give him a sibling.
Yeah.
So when he arrives, he'll be absolutely over the moon.
He's got so much love to give. He's going to be great.
Yeah. I mean, even, Chris, I'll just warn you, even, when I was doing my utmost to be professional and get my wife to the hospital on time, and I had the route all planned and sat-nav and whatever, but because she's anxious about everything and she panics, she's what you call a panic merchant, when I get into the car to rush her to the hospital, because I recognised she was about to give birth, you created a row that day.
Because you didn't know the way.
I did know the way.
Rosie, we did a trial run, as the hospital said. Make sure you do a trial run so you know the way to the hospital, because your wife could be in labour. She won't be able to help you with directions. We did the trial run, of which Eamonn spent most of it talking, not on his phone, but to somebody. And we got to a certain roundabout when I was having a contraction and you didn't know which way to go.
You must have been on drugs at that stage.
So you can imagine that would have been a good one. How do you choose the topics for your podcast? Which, can I say, 42 million downloads. Amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And now the book as well, which I've got to. There's you've got a copy there just in case, but there's 3 things in the title. We can only show 2 of them on daytime television, but anyway, they are Married Annoyed, and they produce babies.
Yes.
They produce babies as well.
Something Married Annoyed.
You've only done the other thing twice.
Yeah.
How do you choose the topics? Because so once a week you sit down and you discuss life, basically life, marriage, kids, whatever's going on. Do you discuss what you're going to talk about? How does that come about? Is it quite organic? How do you choose the topics?
We have a beef section with each other, which is basically what your guys' whole career seems to be, just beefing with each other. But we basically have a section where we slag each other off for something that we've annoyed the other one about. That's a total secret. One of us takes the questions from the public. Big love to all of our, we'll call them the smars and dars, the listeners. The stuff they send in is mind blown. We've got over 20,000 emails. So whoever reads them, picks them, the other person, normally me, gets a nice surprise, and I just get to sit back and hear the emails and judge.
No, we don't plan it before we start. We don't plan it. We kind of do it a little bit separately, then sit down together, and it just works better without knowing what the other one's going to say. Obviously, we get it edited down, so we record for about 2 hours, and then it goes to about an hour. So there's a lot of stuff gets taken out.
A lot of actual arguments, A lot of actual arguments.
Yeah, I'd love to hear the outtakes. I mean,
you couldn't just go through life and have a beef with each other every week, surely. Surely it's not like every week there's something to discuss, Rosie, something to get off your chest. Surely not.
79 weeks we've been going,
79 weeks.
And there's been a different one every...
There's a backlog. There's a backlog, if I'm honest. There's always like, what's your beef? Which one should I pick this week?
Is there anything particularly outstanding that you'd like to say, Rosie or Chris, about in terms of beef?
Ladies first. Because I've got one.
Have you?
She keeps you've done it. They're over there now. I could take you over to the fridge and show you. There's 3 containers at the side of the fridge. If something goes out of date that Rosie's put in the fridge, beans in a Tupperware, corn or tuna, she gets them out of the fridge to put them in the bin, but just leaves them to go nice and room temperature by the side of the bin. So they're already out of date. She leaves them. There's 3 there now. There's tuna, corn and beans on the side of the bin there now, and I bet to smell them soon.
Explain yourself, Rosie.
Well, firstly, you get too much tuna in a tin for one person. And nobody else in the family likes tuna, just me. So there's always about this much left, which goes to waste. Secondly, I don't want to put it in the bin because the bin's not ready to be emptied yet and it'll make the bin smell. So I'm keeping it in the Tupperware on the side so it doesn't smell.
Until Muggins here gives in. I give in and I empty it. It's a standoff. You know what you're doing.
It's a system. It's a system.
Yeah, actually, talking of beefs, do you mind? Can we join in?
Oh,
yeah!
So, because I get up before Eamonn, I came down this morning, OK, making my tea, of which my mug is there with the tea bag in from the night before because I'm very organised. And I look over, and on the breadboard, there's a thing of my lovely char-grilled chicken, which you've opened and left, completely dried up.
Was it?
Yes. The buttery knife.
For the dog now, the char-grilled chicken.
Why can you... So he made himself a chicken sandwich. OK, that's great, lovely. I hope you enjoyed your chicken sandwich. Why didn't you put the chicken back in the fridge?
Oh, Eamonn.
Because I wanted to eat my sandwich.
Yeah, but then when you've eaten your sandwich...
I fall asleep.
You fall asleep. Yeah. So... Why do you think
you've actually improved anybody's marriage, you guys, through this podcast? Or what's your view? What's your ambition with the book, guys? I mean, are you out there to save relationships or make us all think, actually, none of us should be together, really, in the first place?
We actually say in the book that this is not a life guide.
No.
Do not try any of the things we are saying. This is just for the outside to look in and laugh at the state of us. But a lot of people relate, and people who listen to us say that they have their weekly beefs now with their partners.
Yeah, I think it's just coming to the realisation that married life is really hard. Spending so much time with someone is really hard, and it's just being honest. We're just honest about it, and we have quite a nice marriage, and we fight all the time. So I can't imagine if you have a bad marriage, what it must be like.
Rosie, what do you make of people who say we've been married 35 years and we've never had a crossword in all that time? What would you say, guys?
Liars.
I'd say your best friends.
Yeah.
Not in your wife.
Yeah, good point. But I actually think... you know, airing your beefs, like you say, the two of you normally end up laughing because most of them are quite ridiculous like that. You know, leaving the chicken out the fridge becomes this massive row. When you actually dissect it, talk about it, the two of you normally end up laughing about how ridiculous it all is.
Yeah. Well, that's the good thing about it. Well, the thing is, we sometimes speak to people, we'll get a letter from people, an email, and they'll go, oh, I've been with my husband for 25 years and he always does this and I hate it. And I'm like, tell him, just tell him why have you left it 25 years? You're going to have a panic attack. You're going to have a breakdown.
No, yeah. I agree. It's made our relationship better, to be honest.
Yeah.
It has.
Well, that's nice to hear. Congratulations on the baby coming your way and making your life even more complete, guys. Always a pleasure to talk to you. Good luck with your podcast and your new book. Chris and Rosie Ramsey, well, it's a new book.
It's a new book. It's something, Married Annoyed, out on the 3rd of September. Lovely to see you both.
Thank you, guys.
See you.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
So do you feel better now we've aired that little
chicken?
No,
I don't. You just spend this show criticising me. Just once. You know what I'd like you to say?
What, darling?
Thank you, Eamonn. Thank you. Thank you for all you do for me. Thank you for
Which is... I'm joking. I'm joking. Thank you for always filling up my washer bottle in the car because you know I hate doing it. I noticed you've done that the other day. Thank you very much.
Putting up with you. This doesn't work. Why is this not working? That TV's not working. Why don't you just turn that on, darling? It'll be fine.
Yeah, thank you for doing that for me as well.
And then slamming doors,
anyway, shush now because we've got to move on.